We love hip hop.
I got my OVO Santa Claus owl on today, fam. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure that and also we're getting right around Christmas time. By the time people them are seeing this, I think it'll be right before Christmas, right? We're going right into the holiday season, but I had to make sure I had the what is this? The owl with the OVO on it.
Yeah. You gotta go. You gotta show off. Still.
You know what I'm saying?
It's them time still.
Yeah.
It's them time still.
We back at it, man.
We back, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just a special episode here. You know, Mr. Boy Friday, Ricky Dread, Dusty Wallace in the building. He's in the cut. You know what I'm saying? You got a hot mic right there.
What?
Yeah.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, you live still.
I don't have a headset right now.
You live still.
Yeah, it's all good, Sriracha. It's all good.
You live though still.
Welcome to the set.
Yeah, man. And we're over here. Big salute to the man 40, aka Bibber, aka Noah Shebib. He has let us use the SOTA studios. You know, this is where the hits go down. And I'm really happy to be sitting with this gentleman here. I think we should get into some music before we get into this, man.
Run that. Where my dogs at?
Yeah, man.
You already know what it is, baby.
We back at it, man.
I'm
baby. Fucking dropping mics and shit all over the place here, but we back at it. It's your boy Friday Ricky Dread. Another episode about to go down here. Before I start this, also big salute to the sponsors, Astro Pink. If you know, you know. Check them out on their website, myastropink.com, or you can hit them up on their Instagram, astro_pink. Nigga! But yo, I'm so happy to be having this conversation here about to go down. My fucking young brother right here.
Alumni, baby. You already know what it is. Parkdale in the flesh, baby. Come on, dog. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You got the baddest for me, dog, you know? So
with no further ado, we have gbody in the motherfucking building.
You already know what it is, baby.
What's going on, family?
Hello, world. Hello, world. I'm back. The bully's back. You know, you guys had your time, but we back. You know, we back in the city. You know what I'm saying?
So talk to me, fam. What's your 2022 been like, fam? Like,
man, crazy. 2022 was a whirlwind in itself. You know what I mean? I came back in the city around like February times. You know what I mean? I was doing the South America thing. You know what I mean?
I seen that.
You know what I'm saying? I was doing the South America thing. I got locked up in not locked up, literally. Like I put myself in another better place. You know, better dimension in a mental place. I lived out in Mexico for like about 5-6 months. You know what I mean?
So what was that like? And okay, before even what was like, why? Yo,
honestly, like the pandemic, like messed up everybody's head. I think you know what I mean. Everybody needed a recharge. You know, and I think right before everything went back to the normal, I said, you know, I'm gonna take my time right now. You know, and we left in like a September of like what was it? September of that year. You know, and then the plan was to just like move around. You know, it wasn't even the plan to get stuck out there, but it was like I told everybody I found Parkdale in Mexico. You know. I stayed out in Playa. We were in Playa del Carmen.
Okay, I've been there.
You've been there, right?
Yeah.
You see how the streets are, right? Like it's kind of like a Queen Street kind of effect.
Yeah.
And the water's right there. It's like the whole lake shore kind of effect. Like you know what I mean? It was like it felt like home. You know what I mean? So like I had all my equipment out there. We were just making music and stuff.
Okay.
You know, just doing the thing. You know what I'm trying to say? So like we were out there, and then we went to Colombia for like about a month. Came home. It was crazy. You know, like so I came back like ready to work. You know what I mean? I had so much music. Like I seen the streets was kind of back. People was claiming it was outside. I wanted to go check. You know what I'm saying? I had to check in. I wanted to go check. Niggas was saying it was outside. I was outside. I'm a downtown nigga. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I had to go check. You know? I was outside. I didn't see a lot of people, but you know,
they play peekaboo.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But they be picking their spots. But you know.
So, like, did you link up with any artists while you were out there?
Yeah, I had my shorty. Okay. I had the only artist.
And you know, Sriracha, you've been on our show before too. You know what I'm saying? That's also alumni. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Very accomplished R&B singer out here. You know what I mean? Songwriter and everything. You know what I'm saying? Doing her thing. So let's not sleep on Shorty here. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But okay. We over here, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said in the beginning, big salute to 40 for letting us use the studio. But
Big shout out.
how did we get here? Why are we here?
Yo, honestly, like I was just telling you before, like the angels have always been blessing Gbody. You know what I'm trying to say? So I moved freely out here. Like when we went to Mexico, I moved free. Like I didn't tap in. You know what I'm saying? Say it was like it was G check when you see me. You know that's why I put a G first. You know. Everybody always comes and shows the love. You know what I mean? The guy's always been there. You know. And I think that's been regular. I think the last time we talked, we had our show a few years ago. I think it was like 2019. You know what I mean?
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was I feel like 2019. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always been there. He's always been showing like love. You know what I mean? And, and it's always been reciprocated. You know, at the same time. So like, it's nothing different. You know, I've been back in the city. You know, he's been there. You know, he knows the music's out. You know, he's showing love. Well, that's why we're here. You know, we're here to promote better living and a good year. You know, we said we're gonna end the year strong, come out even with a bang. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's just period. You know, so the 40 thing is just like, just look out. That's all I gotta say.
See, you're telling me like during that time when we did the first interview, right?
Yeah.
You, the whole squad was there, right?
Yeah.
You guys hadn't linked up at that point yet.
Nah, you know what it is? Shout out to you too, cause I did this show like I want to say on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it was a Wednesday because we always record on Wednesday nights
You see,
religiously.
my memory is good, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to say I did the show on a Wednesday and I was here on Sunday.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, I never booked that time. You never told me this after. I'm only finding this out right now.
Yeah. It was like that. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
The word travels quick. You know, and I think at that time, like the record was still picking up. You know, Gangland was still doing what it was doing, like organically, and people were still catching wind. And it was like all word of mouth. It was like, yo, you gotta see this guy. You gotta see this guy. You gotta see this guy. You know, and we popped up and like literally, I did this show on Wednesday, and I think I was here on Sunday. You know?
Wow. Hold on a second. Hold on. I gotta pop my shit for a second.
Pop this shit.
You see that motherfucker? You
Pop
see that
this shit.
YouTube? Just know we love hip hop. We get his shit popping over here, fam.
We get it popping.
First.
I digress.
Nah, it's that over here still, and nothing like you know.
Yeah.
You know, man, them gotta give their flowers where it's due. You know what I mean?
No,
Friday been a guy still.
And at the same time, you put in a lot of work in the scene, right? So it's not even just this. It's from you doing your work out here.
Yeah.
Putting out crazy music that people love.
I
Right?
appreciate that.
One thing also, Gangland hit over 1 million streams on Spotify and different streaming platforms.
Yeah. All organic, baby.
How did that feel, fam?
Jeez, you know, like I said, all organic. You know, and it was like a lot of people will tell you to do things a certain way. You know what I mean? And like you know how it is in Parkdale. Like we really like we're hustlers.
Yes.
I always tell you like one thing about a Parkdale nigga is like they'll tell you like. It's about the money first, you know what I mean? Like it's about like business first. We'll never mess up business first, you know. All that gang shit you leave that at home or where you're at, where your other niggas, you know what I mean? Because we're not about that shit. We want to go do business, you know.
Yeah.
So when I dropped Gangland, that was my mentality. Like I'm going from that to rap, you know, and get out of my way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like seeing that touch 1 million was just like, all right, I could do this, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm proud of that. But it's like I'm not settling for nothing. You know, we're trying to go do more. We have big plans. Of like, and we're still pushing, you know. But it felt great. It felt like it was very it was a lot of validation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause you need that. You know what I mean? Even a bit. You know, even Drake said it himself. Like, there's no rewards out here for this game. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, who hands us our flowers? You know, so it's like when you see these little things, you gotta stop and like take them for yourself. You know what I mean? And
facts.
you know, we made it a big deal in our crib. You know what I mean? And like we fucking kept it pushing after that. You know.
So even with that, like, did you start seeing changes once, like, not even once you hit the 1 million, because that's one thing to like get the milestone, but like on the way to the 1 million, once you start passing like 100K and stuff like that, there's changes that start happening. I feel like, you know, phone calls start coming in, different DMs, way people approach you in the street.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
Honestly, okay, so we, I think it was like, I feel like it's 2 weekends now. Like we just did the Amazon. I don't know if you guys know that fill in the blanks over there.
No,
like
put me on.
They had this thing for Amazon. Like artists just kind of showcasing their stuff, you know. And like even that, like I feel like a lot of that stuff was like due to like me popping back on this again, and like you know, and like people kind of just tapping in, and like I said, everyone just kind of like wants to see where this is going, and I'm happy that it's like I'm getting that same feet like open arm. You know what I mean? That open arm like feel that I had when right before we went into the pandemic. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's nice. You know, I'm ready to pop out, and I'm like, and I think everybody knows like one thing about gbody is you can count on me. I show up on time and I show out. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like I think everybody's just kind of waiting for that. You know? So like I did the Amazon music thing over there like 2 weekends ago with Joe Naga and stuff like that. It was crazy, you know, and like I showed up some new music, you know, I rocked, I got my Diddy Bop on, you know, I was Harlem shaking and shit, you know, representing for the city shit, you know what I mean? Like I'm a real city boy, you know what I mean? Like I always tell everybody like Parkdale's like that Harlem or like New York, you know what I've been saying, like, you know what I mean? Like Toronto, you know, like we're like a bunch of drippy niggas just get money, like, you know what I mean? Like we hold our own, you know what I mean? Don't play with us, you know, we pop up at any block. I might be on Jane someday, you know what I mean? I might be downtown like in your hood, like you don't even know, like I got cousins everywhere, my family's huge, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know how it is, like, you know,
Parkdale nigga get around, fam.
Get around, you know.
So I'm pulling up a picture here on Instagram.
Yeah.
Where is this right here?
That's the fill in the blank right there.
This is the fill in the blanks right here, right?
Fill in the blank right there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got busy over there still, you know.
Yeah.
It showed out, you know. It's fun to remind people like too, because I think like right before the pandemic hit, I was supposed to be on a bunch of stages. You know, I just did I'm not sure when if I did I do Offset before or after you?
The Offset, I'm seeing that was back in November, and I'll bring Ashley over. November 2019, I think, or 2000.
Yeah, November. Yeah. So like, I did that, and then I have a bunch of other things lined up for 2020, and then everything just shut down. You know what I mean? So it was crazy.
Yeah, it was right before the pandemic.
Right before the pandemic. My takeoff was like, I was just going like this, and you know,
just about to go.
I was out. You know?
That's crazy.
Yeah. We was out still.
Yeah.
But we still here though. You know what I mean? My mind state. You know, I tell everybody like, when we went to Mexico, like it was all about the mental, you know? It was all about getting the mind ready, you know what I mean? And like I think I came back with like the same mind state and even better, like, you know, like a more conditioned mind state, ready to win, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's go back a bit, because last time that we had a conversation, like we got to delve into the mind of gbody, but not really a lot, because there was a whole squad was there, right?
Exactly.
And we had to kind of like spread the questions around, right?
Yeah.
But like, obviously you're from Parkdale, right? Was it always like Parkdale from birth, or like did you come from another hood and come to Parkdale?
You know, I just found out like not too long ago that like I was on D Block first, you know?
Okay.
But I got a lot of like family like on Duffin and Eglinton already, so I already figured that, you know what I mean? But we got to Parkdale like when I was like 9 months, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you're like,
you know, I was on Duffin and King first, and then, you know, and then we just moved around Parkdale, you know?
You're a Parkdale baby then.
Yeah, I'm a Parkdale baby, born and raised still, you know what I mean? Like mom, pops, everything, you know?
Yeah, and you're into sports, but differently than like man them playing ball and shit over in Missouri. You're coming through with the hockey equipment. Shout out to our sponsors, Astro Pink, always coming with that loud. Check them out on their website, myastropink.com, or you can hit them up on Instagram at astro_pink. If you know, you know.
I'm a real Canadian boy, and I'm proud of it, though. I'm a real Canadian boy, and I'm proud of it. We playing hockey. It's funny because
you were sick with it too.
I was nasty. I was just telling somebody the other day. I was in a all black hockey camp, you know. Like and it was like in Saga back in the day, and I went like 2 years in a row. It was ran by like Anson Carter, like Kevin Weeks, Jerome McGillna. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy, and yeah, it was dope. Like, you know, I remember PK Subban and the Subban brothers were there in that, you know.
Okay.
It was a deep thing still, you know, and like obviously, you know, a little hood boy, my mom wasn't able to like kind of keep it up. You know, hockey's an expensive sport, you know what I mean? And like exactly, and like I ran into some trouble like around like 17 and shit, you know what I mean? So like I kind of like derailed everything. By the time all that stuff was done, like hockey was kind of behind us, you know, like but like, you know, music was always there, you know, so I kind of fell into that like after like after everything, you know.
What makes let's just stay on hockey for a second.
Yeah.
Why hockey? Cause and big salute to the OG Screws. He's the one who was like showing me like the boy gbody was like sick with the hockey shit. Make sure to ask him about that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What drew you to hockey rather than like the stereotypical everybody just playing ball?
Before I even go to that, I got to shout out Screws, and I got to shout out J Live. You know, rest in peace.
Yes,
J-Live,
R.I.P.
you know
J Live.
Because I can remember like I was that little nigga like holding a hockey bag on the block. You know what I mean? And everybody was like, "Yo, J Live was out there telling her, yo, ain't nobody out here trying to drive body the fucking his game, like getting mad at niggas, like, you know what I mean, like, yo, like calling niggas out on their shit, you know. So there were a lot of niggas that kind of tried to steer me away because I was that kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I was that kid. They didn't want to give me nothing. You know what I mean. I had to go take mine. You know what I mean. And that was kind of how it was. So shout out to J Live and shout out to Screws and a lot of them niggas.
Yeah.
Even Hercs too, you know what I mean? Like
Yes,
those
PK
type of-
Herc.
You know, those are the type of niggas that, and they know my mom and shit too. So they, you know, it was like they were, you know, it was deep. You know, those guys tried to steer me right, you know, as well as they could, you know. But Body was a bad boy, you know.
Yeah. So you said you got away from the hockey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like.
I didn't get away from it, you know.
What'd you play though? MTHL?
No, I played GTHL all the way up until I was like, I want to say 17, right? Okay. And then
you could have been in the draft.
No, I was supposed to be, right? But like it was some bitch shit, you know. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I was the best player in the league, you know what I mean? So what they did is like you got to make your team like any team by February, you know, by the end of the weekend. They waited until the end of the weekend and tell me that I'm not on the team. But they only did that so I couldn't go on the next team, you know what I mean? I would have went over like to Vaughn or something like that to play, you know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. That's some hate.
I would have went over to Vaughn or some shit like to play, you know? But like
you know
they you know what I mean? So whatever. Like and the fucked up thing is about it, they kicked me off the team basically in February. In March, I got arrested.
Whoa.
March break, they called my mom, told me, yo, turn your son in. I'm 17. It was done.
That's crazy.
2 years I was fighting that, you know?
you're
2 years from 17, you're a man.
Yeah.
You can't fuck up in Canada.
Nope.
It was over, you know? Simple.
Wow. You know, it actually makes you examine things like with the way like it happens in the streets and stuff like that, because you had your distraction, you had your thing to keep you away from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out that.
And it was kind of like pushed back into it anyway.
Yeah. I still ended up like in it.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's why I had to shout out J Live and them niggas, because it was like, you know, never like I feel like the only reason why they kicked me out the team is because they were doing so much. You know, my mom wasn't driving and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they felt like they could do that. You know what I mean? And if it was like, if Bad was like driving me to the game and they couldn't have did all that. You know what I mean? But it was like, it's a different time too, you know, for black hockey players too, you know. I started out at McCormick, which is on Brock Street in Parkdale, you know what I mean? And a lot of players over there. Even I think 40 was saying the same shit, he was over there too. You know what I mean? It's crazy. The history of Parkdale, like, you know, we got to do like a movie. We got to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't know, you know?
No, seriously, fam. And even with the times like, because you said you were in an all-black hockey league at one point, but I'm sure you didn't start there, right? You
No.
probably played in a regular league.
It was a regular league, man.
Right? Did you experience racism?
Sure, you want to hear a story now?
Yeah.
You do.
You want you want story time?
Yeah. Story time, please.
Okay. So yo, you know, like I always tell people, like Canada, like hockey is our sport, you know.
Yeah, it
So
is.
it's not like basketball. Like we don't go to the States for tournaments. We stay here. You know, and they come here. So Americans, like people from Sweden, like France, they come here. You know, we go like our tournaments are like in like Belleville, like Ottawa. You know, and like when you go to these weird places, like like it gets kind of like hectic. You know what I mean? They never seen me before. You know.
Yeah.
And my mom was loud. My mom used to have this bell. You know.
Okay.
My mom used to have this bell that every single time I scored, she would shake this bell. Ding, 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 ding. And my mom got the dreads, you know, and she's shaking these bells. You know who that is. Like, it's my mom, you know? And I'm going crazy, hat tricks and everything, you know? So that bell's going off every game, you know? I'm getting MVP. One game, I'm in the penalty box, and these kids, it's two of us. And it just so happens it's a year, I have a Mexican youth that's on my team.
Okay.
So it's me and the Mexican in the penalty box, and there's two white kids in the next penalty box right over. Bro, all I hear is big lips. Bro, you know, like, so like you see how we're sitting like this, right? It's the penalty box, it's the scorekeeper and their box, you know? Yeah. They're yelling from their box, and it's just the scorekeeper and me and the Mexican nigga, you know? Bro, before I could even like jump out the box, the Mexican kid in the middle of the game is on the ice. Skating over there, jumping into their thing.
Set it off.
I'm getting on the thing. I forget going on the ice. I went right through the scorekeeper thing, you know? I'm fighting, whatever. I'm thinking I'm done. I'm gonna get suspended for like bare games, you know? Bro, the scorekeeper goes straight to the people them and was like, yo, I heard everything, you know? I was calling them niggas and everything. Bro, I didn't get no things that kicked out of the league for like only like 20 games or something. But it's like 20 games.
That's it.
20 games, but it was a different time then, you know what I mean? But like I got a lot of racism, you know what I mean? I felt it, but like at the same time I was really, really good. So a lot of that racism was deflected by like a lot of love.
Yeah, they're
That's
like,
what-
fuck, we need them anyway.
You know what I mean? And like whether it was fake or not, it was like it didn't really matter. You know what I mean? 'Cause a lot of the
Yeah.
times it was like there was very few racist times compared to like times where people were running up to my mom like and saying like, "Wow, your son's amazing, such a good guy." Da, 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 you know what I mean? And that's the type of shit you want to hear about yourself.
Were
You know what I
you a
mean?
brawler? Like,
No, I was like, you know, like I was just like I'm the same way right now. Like I went on a scoreboard.
okay, you were more of a scorer.
Yeah, I played center.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had no time to fight.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, cool. Yeah, guys around you to have a fight.
Yeah. I came off the I came off. I used to tell people I used to come off the ice and go stand right in the front of the line. You know, I don't go to the back of the line.
Yeah.
That was me. You know. But I must still came off the ice just for a little quick water break and then go right back on the ice. You know. Yeah. Floor general, ice general.
Would you get back on the skates?
Would I? I have PTSD. I just got back on the ice a little bit. You know, like. Not too long ago, you know, like what was it? When we came back, she got me back on the ice, you know. She was begging, you know, but like, it's kind of it's a soft place, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie, you know.
And even with like once like the hockey was over and like you started to having to deal with like street circumstances and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
What was one of the things that you learned? Because now that you've been able to put a lot of that shit behind you, right?
Yeah.
What was one of the things that you learned when you first started getting into trouble that you learned later on after you put a lot of that shit behind you?
Wow. I think I was just saying it the other day. Like literally, after all of that stuff, like I got arrested when I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff was over when I was like 19.
Yeah.
Like you know, I came out a man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't relate to people around me anymore. You know what I mean? I went into preacher mode. You know what I mean? Everything was like from like yo, be careful what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you don't have any things. You know, I remember I got arrested like 7 days before my 18th birthday. You know,
Okay.
because I was like, you know, like when you get arrested, I always tell people they only put you in the system just to continue to fuck with you, bro. When I got arrested, from that time in March, I got arrested like on some like 12 times after that.
Yeah, man.
Just being on the road on some failure to comply. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those type of things, you know?
Twine you up after.
Twine me up. The last time they got me, they it was all lies. They said they seen me going southbound on Jameson at past my curfew. But them times I was up in the West End, you know?
Yeah.
And I had like they knew they were fucked up for that. But like back then I had my nigga Dolly, you know? Hot boy, you already know what it is, you know? We look like twins. You know what I mean? So right when they said I was going southbound on Jameson, I already knew what that was.
Yeah.
You know, they said the man said he
Fit the
did a
description.
U-turn, and then Buddy started running, and I'm like, I know who that was. See, that was my twin.
Yeah.
So I went to, bro. I'm coming after a Tuesday night ball. I'm on Queens. You know how Tuesday night ball over that thing. I come right on a Tuesday night ball. I go on come on a Lucky Lotto again with a blunt and my weed. I'm thinking I'm about to go smoke my shit. Bro, Fed I see the cop just turning around the thing right on Lansdowne. I'm like, hello. Bro, the way they pulled up on me, so like, hello. Government name, like, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
When they throw the gubby at you, you know it's
Hello.
from
You know what I mean? I already knew. So, but like, I got out of there real quickly. They were real nice. Once I got up to the station, they knew they fucked up. They were being hella nice. They were leaving me in the main room for mad long, you know?
Yeah.
It was all cool, you know what I mean? Like, it was good stuff. I'm not even gonna lie.
So, even like, when did you start making music? I don't feel like I got this last time from you. Like,
I know we didn't even touch into that.
yeah, like, by that time, were you already making music when you were like, were you writing rhymes and playing hockey at the same time, my nigga? Like, what's going on?
Nah, I wasn't still. Like, I'm a workaholic. So, like, when it was hockey, it was pretty much all hockey.
All
you know?
hockey.
It was just hockey, you know?
So then when did the rhymes come in? Like, after 17 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like around 17, like,
Yeah.
and it was kind of crazy. Like, I think my life probably was going that way, anyways. Like around that 17 year, I'm not gonna lie, I was smoking so much weed. Like,
Sports is a rap.
I was going to those games fried up my mind. You know what I mean? You know, if anybody knows, like, don't know. Like, hockey players they get busy too. You know, these guys got, you know, it's all in the sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They probably smoke more than us. You know what I'm trying to say?
And
Like,
they drink.
so we was going to, it was a thing.
Yeah.
We was going to our games lit. You know what I'm trying to say? So fucking, by the time like all that stuff kind of caught up, I was already like knee deep into the streets and like the lifestyle and everything. And, you know, and like kind of finding my like my groove and who I liked in the music industry, you know, and like in Parkdale, you had to decide. It was like either like G Unit or Dipset. You know, right?
I know.
You know. Back in the day,
I'm aware.
It wasn't even one of those like you couldn't be like an idol nigga. Like if you were idol, you weren't around.
Yeah.
Choose one.
Choose one.
Like you know. So, you know, like I was heavy on the Dipset. I was like Jim Jones kind of nigga, like, you know, the drippy Joel Santana nigga, you know, and that's who I stuck to, you know, and kind of that's when I kind of fell into the music, you know. But it was fuck because I was a 50 lover, you know, but I chose Dipset, you know. It was conflicted, but you know how it is. You couldn't just be both.
Listen, fam, we got kind of different rules in Parkdale.
It was different rules, you know. Yo, man, them had the airbrush shirts, like, you know, we go up to Air Canada's Wonderland, and go get the airbrush shirts and shit. You know, it was that deep. You know, we were literally Dipset. Go to the flea market and buy the Dipset chain.
Yeah.
Caravana with it. You know what I mean? It was that deep. You know.
And even like then, like, what was the first time like you decided, okay, I'm gonna start making some fucking music?
Blockstaff.
Okay.
Yeah, the Blockstaff niggas. Parkdale. People don't know, like in Parkdale we had like a group, like a couple of niggas older than us and shit like that at the time. They had a group called Blockstaff, and yo, they was busting on MySpace.
Okay, break down Blockstaff for me, please. Like, who's in the crew? Because there was this long space of time, and not to toot my own horn, I feel like I was the only rapper coming out of Parkdale, fam.
Yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying? and then I met one nigga in a studio one time, and he told me, yo, he was a Parkdale nigga. He was like, yo, there was not really other niggas coming out of Parkdale. The only other nigga I ever heard of was Friday Ricky Dread. And I'm like, I'm him, nigga. You're talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
It was that.
Right?
I'll give it to you still, because Parkdale, like, I don't know what it is. Like, everybody raps in Parkdale, you know what I mean? But
do they?
Everybody raps. Like I'm telling you, we used to be right by the school over there, you know, and we used to just rap all day. And I'm telling you, the craziest rappers I ever heard in my life. I wasn't surprised when you told me you was a rapper.
Fam, I felt like I was the only one back then, because your generation, more of you guys rapped than my generation.
Yeah, but your generation just didn't get the fucking the cryptics and the crypto, the cryptics and the crypto of putting a song out and actually recording a record. You know what I mean? Never really got that far, you know.
Those rappers on the street.
My
freestyle right now.
My generation, we had MacBooks and stuff, and you know what I mean, and GarageBand and stuff like that. And our songs weren't mixed and mastered, but they came out. You know, and we was getting clout, and we were known for it. You know, and I was doing a lot of like I was doing a lot of freestyle stuff, like early days. You know.
Yeah.
So like I was doing a lot of freestyle stuff. And like kind of just playing the backfield and letting those guys kind of shine.
The Blockstaff guys.
Yeah, the Blockstaff guys. Just being a supportive like nigga, like you know what I mean. Just that's it, like just supportive nigga. And I was always just hard body back then. You know what I mean. So like you know they let me do what I was doing. It wasn't until like that kind of stuff, like I said, like the hockey stuff kind of faded. Yeah. And I was like, all right, what should I do? And then man, them used to come and ask me all the time, like a lot of the older niggas and stuff, like they'd be like, yo, what you doing with the music? Like, you know? And it was kind of more them asking me, like, what are you doing? Yeah. Where I was kind of like, all right.
Were you nice when you first started?
Yeah.
Like, from when you first started, people were like, oh, shit.
Yeah, from the first, I was the best.
Okay.
I was the best.
Listen, fam, I rate your music. Yeah. And as rappers, we're supposed to say we were the best.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, when...
Yeah, I was the best.
When people first start... Like, there's a reaction that people have to you, right? Yeah. Where they're like, oh, snap, that's you, fam? Yeah. Were you getting that when you first started putting out music, fam?
No.
Okay, so when did you start feeling that? Like, when people were like, "Alive, who's that? That's you, buddy." You know what I'm saying?
I want to say, like, I put out, like, a little video back in the day. I don't know, maybe around 2010 or some shit like that. Just, you know, quick little video. And then everyone's just like, oh, shit. Like, and then that's when the older man started asking me, like, yo, does your mom know you're rapping?
Yeah.
You know? So it was that. It was like, yo, how do we take this guy serious? You know, this kid that we watched grow up. You know what it was? Yeah. So it wasn't never, that's why I said, like, they didn't take me serious growing up, because it was like, everybody rapped in the hood.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like, did you put anything out? It wasn't until I put something out, man, I'm like, yo, your mom knows you're rapping, yo, you're saying some crazy shit still. It's true shit still, but like, you're deep, you know, and that's why I said I was the best when I came out, because I wasn't just like playing with it, you know, like I didn't have that wow effect of like, wow, like I don't look like a rapper, like I mean, you see me, I look like a rapper, and I everything, like I've always looked like I have a good body, like I'm athletic, like you're always around women, like you know what I mean, like it was just what you're supposed to be doing. Exactly, you know what I mean? So when it came to rapping, nobody gave it to me. They were just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know?
No, it's always good to know that too, because there's some people, they just come through and then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh my God, you're the sickest thing ever. And then that helps to keep them going. And then there's some people where it's like, no, I got to keep on developing my shit until now people are like, oh, a lie, that's you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
exactly
it's a process.
Yeah, and that was me still. And I think like people are always just like, yo, like, just keep going, develop this, you know what I mean? And I kept at it. And I think 2019, 2018, I was already coming. I busted out with Tropical. Remember I did Tropical at that event with you guys, you know? And then literally the following year, it's like I feel like we've been growing together.
Yeah. From the beginning. From
the beginning, like our careers are just like, you know, and
I never really booked that.
Realistically, you know, because I dropped Tropical, it was like the beginning of your shit, like, you know what I mean? You guys had that event, I popped out, you know? Gangland, you guys was really less. You guys just really like elevated everything. You guys had that place over on Young just busting, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like now it's like, look where we're at right now. We're in the den.
That's fucking crazy.
We're in the den.
You know what I'm saying?
We're in the den. God knows where we're gonna be out next. You know, the next. Wow, shit. Speak it into existence, you know?
Yeah. What's one of the favorite things what's one of your favorite things about making music?
Making music, honestly, it's art. I can tell you honestly, like, I had to make music. Even that, like, we were just talking about it earlier, like, when people say, like, oh, like, I just started rapping, like, that wasn't me, like, I mean, I started taking rap seriously late in life, you know? But I was always writing rhymes and like always rapping and stuff like that as therapy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I needed it. Like I used to like get headaches as a kid and they took me to therapy. You know what I mean? And it was fucked up, you know, like but like so rap helped me.
Yeah.
You know, so I was always writing music and stuff like that. Like always. From about grade 3, I was always writing in like a little book or something. You know, my homework always had raps in it. Yeah.
And even with just everything that you've been, you know, now that we're over here in the studio, you know what I'm saying? You've been able to learn, you've been able to pick up a lot of game. Actually, you know what? Speaking of game, before I get to that question, with being around 40, being around different people that you've been able to meet as you've been elevating, right? Yeah. Especially in this space of time, right? You've been working for a minute, but then there's that space of time when shit starts going faster.
Yeah.
Right? What's one piece of game, whether it's from a man like 40 or like anybody else who you've met around that who's like important in this game doing their thing that stuck with you?
Honestly, I was gonna say 40 probably gave me the best advice. I've been a beast since I met 40. You know, like, honestly, like he told me just like don't sacrifice like the vision at all. Like just whatever you really want to do, even if it comes down to like a sample or something like that or whatever you're trying to do. Like don't let that stop you from creating a song. Like everything else can get redone, whatever. Yeah. Like, but like in that moment, like go after that. You know what I mean? And I think like I don't know if he meant it to come off like as like a metaphor or like something that like was gonna stick with me. Yeah. But it did, you know what I mean? And I took that and I ran with that shit. And like I make music every single day. Like I show you, I got like over 3,000 songs. Like
whoa.
Everybody can attest to that. Everybody in the city, you go ask anybody that has a studio in Toronto, they probably have like a recording of gbody. Okay. Guaranteed. That's who I am, you know? I'm on everybody's hard drive. I'm in everybody's ears, you know?
Yeah. Yo, that song Gangland, fam, like my girl tells me to this day, she's like, yo, that was one of my favorite fucking songs. Not Toronto rapper songs, just favorite songs.
In general, yeah. No, I'm an artist still, for real. I'm a real artist. And like we didn't really get to like showcase everything yet. And that's the beauty in it, you know what I mean? We're still writing our story, you know? But yeah, I can't wait to like show everybody what exactly an artist is in the city is, because I'm full out, like I'm an entertainer. You know, I have a lot of energy. You see me right now, I'm jumping around here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm bopping around, I'm happy, I'm always in a good spirit, you know. This is who I am if you see me on the street. If you see me on the street, you talk to me. You know what I mean? Hit me up, say what up, you know what I mean? If I can, I'll stop, you know?
Yeah, you're approachable.
Yeah, I'm hell of approachable.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even with this everything that you've been going through and everything that you've learned, right?
Yeah.
What's one thing that gbody now would tell a young gbody back in the days?
Slow down.
Slow down.
Slow down. Shout out to Blacka too, cause honestly, I just seen him go back to our high school, you know.
Yeah, you went to school with mad niggas,
yeah,
like mad rap niggas.
Yeah, mad rap niggas. Me, Blacka, you know, we went to high school together, and he just went back there. And I remember our ball coach, you know, I'm a hockey player, you know, like straight up.
Yeah.
Ball is not my shit. You know, I'll bust your ass, but like, you know, I'm a bouncy, leapy nigga, but like, I'm not over here telling you I'm trying to go to league at all. But my ball coach used to tell me all the time, slow down. What are you doing? Like, I was that guy who was like trying to, like, I used to hit my elbow on the backboard all the time, like doing layups. Like, it was like, I'm running too fast.
Yeah.
I'm just in a rush to get places, you know?
Yeah.
I'm always, and I'm still the same way right now, but I think I got better over time, you know what I mean? But back in the day, definitely, if I could look at a kid from like young, I'd just be like, just slow down.
Just slow down.
You know what I mean? Like, it's coming.
Yeah.
You'll get there. You know? Yeah.
Last couple of things I want to touch on before we get out of here. I see you like as an artist, as a musician, but like I see so many other things in gbody's future. What do you see? Like, what's the full gbody picture?
Bro, Jay-Z and Beyonce, bro. Big things on everything, just black excellence, you know?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I can't stress you, like, I am a superstar.
I do see you in some movies, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was just about
you in a movie.
But I was just about this. I was just about to. I'm happy you said that. Just last year, right before I left, I did the movie. I did a kid. Me and Marcus Les, we did a movie. You know, and like I just shot a three-part film to my music video. So I just did a trilogy to the project. You know, City of Dale. You know, you gotta go check that out. So, but it's, like the videos are gonna start dropping like within a week. And they're gonna keep going and it's a trilogy episode. So I definitely want to do acting, you know what I mean? That's in my background right now. And you know, but like we're doing the music heavy.
Had to throw a sound effect on that, right?
Come on, air that real quick. You know what I mean? That's goals though, you know? Acting, modeling, all of that stuff. You know, like my face plastered all over billboards.
Yeah.
That's what I see. You know, music is literally just a stepping stone, you know?
Yeah.
I always tell people I'm like 50, like in that sense of like you're gonna see me doing a lot of stuff. We have a production company coming out, like you know what I mean? Like you guys want a video shot? Holla at me. You know?
Yeah. No, fam, like you could beat the shit out of the music game, but I feel that you could be like a Swiss Army knife in entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we could do this, we could do that, we can get him in this part here. You know what I'm saying? What you need, fam? Send a check.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm multifaceted. I'm the nigga that'll be in the movie and do the soundtrack.
That's what I like to hear.
You know what I mean?
Easy, fam.
I'm throwing some modeling there too, you know?
Come on, yo, I used to
put him on the fucking billboard, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Roots Canada is winner. Like, give me one of them varsities. Give me one of them varsities. You know what I'm saying?
No, straight up. Yeah, man. gbody in the building.
We in the cut, dog.
What's the plans to start off next year? And what can we do? Like, what am I going to be seeing if, like, this time next year? We're in December now. I'm going to timestamp this interview. I know it's not good to timestamp shit, but I'm timestamping this interview. We're in December right now. So December 2023, what can I expect by the time from gbody?
We're gonna have the trilogy out by then. You're gonna see the short film. You're gonna see me as an actor. You're gonna see me in my best lighting. You're gonna see me in a different lighting. You never see me like this. Like, you're used to seeing me like a little bit jumping around a little bit. You know what I mean? It's real serious. It's real sexy. The whole plot line is kind of based off of Queen and Slim. It's a Bonnie and Clyde film. You know?
Nice.
It's on the run. It's just kind of my story, you know, and it's never ending. I got a whole lot of music. Like I said, we got like, I don't even want to say, like, we're not gonna stamp that the music because I'm about to go to the studio right now, so the numbers always climbing, and, you know. But more music, more consistency, my face everywhere. You know what I mean? I might come through. You might see me host a couple episodes here.
Hey,
you know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm everywhere with it. We're outside boys, you know? So really, really outside boys. Queen Street West, you know what I mean? Downtown. You're gonna just see me. If you're looking for me, pop out, you know?
Parkdale, man. We everywhere,
We're
fam.
really everywhere.
Yeah,
We're really approachable niggas. Like, you know what I mean?
Niggas know, fam.
We're, you know, it's solid.
Fam.
It's just life goals, like, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm striving for right now. To be life goals. I want to be the people that, you know, like people hashtag. Post me. You know? Strive to be me. I don't see anybody that I don't want to be anybody out here. And that's sad. You know what I mean? If I got a kid coming out here or whatever, who do you look up to?
Yeah.
Who do you look up to?
Do you think that like I just did an interview the other day, and this is just an off-brand quick last question that I have here, right? I did an interview the other day with Poetic Flacco from No Jumper, right?
Yeah.
And he said that the Toronto scene let him down because after the time when Tekka has stolen the sauce from us, Lil Tekka, like we didn't grow an infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
To be like how the UK and all those guys are.
Yeah.
Do you think that Toronto can get to that point?
Of course. But it's like, who are we going to put in place and who are we going to root for? Are we going to continue to root for... Yo, I'm not even going to mince words. Are we going to root for the clowns? Or are we going to root for the real G's? The real people that really put up real content? Because it's out here, like, I'm out here in the streets. You just said yourself, you're out here going seeing these, like, little open events. There's music every single day in Toronto being played. Every single day. Why we looking at this, the little stuff that just makes you, like, laugh at people for? You know what I mean? Fuck a number. Look at my music. It speaks for itself. It grows. It's organic. It sounds good. Play that with your shorty, with your mom, whoever. You know what I mean? With the man them. You know, and move on. I don't give a fuck if you like it. You know what I mean? Shit bops. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep doing me. Hey, that's it. But like, who do we root for?
Yeah.
Root for gbody for president.
Gbody for president,
You know what I'm saying? Come on, for mayor or whatever we got going on. You know what I mean?
Prime Minister.
Prime, I don't want that job. That seems like a whole lot of politics. Let them guys have that.
Well, yeah, man. Listen, fam, I enjoyed having this conversation with you, bro. I'm really glad that we got to chop it up for a second time, man.
We had to.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to get a second interview going on with you too, shorty, because
we have to come back into. That's why I said we might come through and host a couple episodes. She got to come through and show you what she's doing. She's working on a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of music. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna. Give us your social medias, or not even just your social medias, because people know where to find gbody, gbody PK on Instagram. Right?
gbody_PK. You know what I mean?
Anywhere else where you want people to find you?
Yo, it's gbody_PK on everything. You know, it's the branding. It's gbody and it's PK to the world. You know what I mean? Don't mince nothing really. Like it's very straightforward. You know, I have to put the underscore. Instagram, holla at me.
Instagram, stop dissing.
Stop dissing.
Give this nigga a check mark, fam. Let's stop playing these games, bro.
They know gbody's been verified. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk to that. Get the
wake up one morning, it's just there.
It's there. You know what I mean? We them type of guys. You know, we're not worried about a check. You know.
That's what's up right there, man. Listen, I want to give a quick another salute to our sponsors, Astro Pink. If you know, you know. Check them out on their website, myastropink.com, or on their Instagram, astro_pink. I'm going to take us out with a track here. Parkdale. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
We everywhere, man. Thanks for watching this
love
video. Make sure to share this to a friend, and make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. And make sure to subscribe to the We Love Hip Hop Clips channel for short clips from the podcast, as well as short clips from interviews and clips of interviews before they drop on this channel right here. All right? So make sure to like, subscribe, and share this to a friend. Cheer!